I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P, and a lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Hold on one second. Let me see something. Check this money wheel. Because I don't think nobody. Oh, do. Oh, where is that? Hold on. Oh, here we go. Do. See the Cash App and count. Because I may not even be able to mention it today. What's up, y'all? Good to see you. Okay, James, Harrison, Deborah. And that's it. Okay. Not a lot. All right. Hey, welcome to the program, y'all. Hey. Come on in. Good to see y'all, man. We made it to another Friday. Welcome to the end of the week, man. Welcome to the program. It's Let's Go Live with Lamont King. My name is Lamont King, and we are now live. So let's go. Let's go. Something like a podcast, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Lord willing, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. East Coast time. Shout out to everybody watching right now on the West Coast. I see you, and worldwide. Hilarious commentary, celebrity interviews, trending topics, interesting people. Yeah, and you. Newcomers, come on in, have a seat. Just, find your place. Take a load off and relax. You haven't figured things out yet, but welcome. Welcome on in. If you're in the YouTube chat, feel free to make a new friend, man. They'll tell you, bring you along, tell you what you need to do and when you can talk and all that other shit. Peanut Gallery, otherwise known as the nigga section. Good to see y'all. Let me put the invite on the chat right here. There's that. Do that, because I think it changed. It looks different. I don't know. Maybe. I need to send that to somebody real quick. Stand by. I'll send the link. Oh, yeah. So this is weird. All right, I'll send it to your email because I'll tell you what happened when you get in. Because something just happened, and I was about to talk about it too. Something just happened. So check your email. Gmail. Here we go. All right, let me put the number up too. Welcome in. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in from the Karen Hunter Show. Good to see y'all. Oh, the Bama section. I might have to change it to that. The Bama section. I like that, Teron. I like that. It's more appropriate. It's more safe. Why you had to do the Bama section? I like that. That's kind of, yeah, it's kind of old school. So there's that. All right, here's the number as well to the show. This is a live show, so don't trip. Feel free to call at any given time. 765-538-7461. That's 765-LETS-GO-1 for the remedials. Visit our sponsor, Drunken Fruit. Let me do this real quick, drunkenfruit.com. They got some Juneteenth specials going on today that won't take effect until 2 years from now. Hey. All right, no. Go to the website, drunkenfruit.com. Spell it right. And here it is, just a quick sample of the website. Let you know they're official. All trademark. They got like 7 different trademarks for their products. Interesting. Do that on your own time. And Paranoia, which is another one of our sponsors, featuring 2A Apparel. 2A for all my 2A enthusiasts. Okay? There's that. Paranoia.com. Got some other stuff for Black Greeks on there too. If you know any. It's good gifting season. I'll put that in the chat as well. Let me do that right now. Paranoia. Got some golf accessories and some customized Black Greek paraphernalia. There's the site in the chat. All right. On Fridays, y'all know what time it is. All fun and games. Bringing my man, New York Bureau Chief. He's out on assignment, working remotely. Please welcome to the program, John Watson, ladies and gentlemen. All fun and games. See, make sure this works. What you got on? What does it say? Not everyone called their, that yellow is really, can't see it. Gain their what? Oh, gain their independence on the 4th of July. Okay, then. All right. Wrong button. Okay.
And this is an old shirt. I didn't just get it.
Aged. It looks.
I didn't just get it.
Yeah. Oh, so you've been with.
I didn't just discover. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, I was already off today, fam.
Okay, you was gonna take off anyway. Oh, all right.
Take off anyway.
Yeah.
What's up with you?
Ain't too much, man. Just trying to make it all make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Good luck with that.
Yeah, because it doesn't, and it won't.
It never does.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Never does.
What you drinking on, champ?
This is a Dominican rum, 23-year rum. I just forgot the name of it because I took 2 sips.
Where'd you get it from? In the Heights? Okay. A Dominican rum. In the Heights.
You know what? I can't even reference the drink because I haven't watched. Have you actually watched it? I haven't.
No.
Well, I mean, you just sound like you sound like you was about to sing a ditty, like
no, because
you know.
They had. Here's the thing. They had the commercials that was killing us for a week. They had the jump with what's the dude play Wolverine, The Rock, Oprah in the commercial. That's what made it.
They was in the movie.
No, they was in the commercials all last week promoting the joint. I
Okay.
guess the dude was so huge, Lin-Manuel Miranda. I guess he was so huge with
he called in all his favorites.
Hamilton. I guess they thought the same thing was gonna happen. So everybody did the little cell phone video. You know, when they hold the camera, they be like, it's the greatest, it was the greatest ever. You gotta see it. And Oprah was like, oh my God, you gotta see it. And I was like, okay. And then the joint tanked. How did Joan tank when they released it on streams?
Right, about to say, how does it tank on HBO Max?
Yeah. The joint took so much flack. So we was on Karen Hunter just now. I didn't know that it was a thing. I didn't know that it was so bad that it was a thing. Okay. So she was saying how the colorism argument came up because, it's Washington Heights, Dominican population. There's some dark-skinned Spanish people or Latino, Latinx, whatever you want to call it for the week. And they were not, the portrayal was real whitewashed. Mm-hmm. And so that's why people really was giving it negative feedback and criticism. But I was like, damn, I thought that was supposed to be the second coming. They had The Rock. The Rock was like, you got to see this movie. And Oprah, I was like, damn, like what happened? So there's that.
Man. So usually when movies go like that, after the first week, all the commercials disappear.
No, that's happened already.
It happened already? Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. It has happened already. So I don't even know. You saying what you drink on? I drunk something today and I wanted to bring this up too. Wait a minute before I get to that. So the reason why the link ain't work, you know how apps and all that stuff be taking their own software updates without your permission?
Okay.
I don't like that. That's weird. So this app that we use for this, it changed. So the entire layout is different. So even how I look, y'all can't see this shit, obviously, but the whole shit is different because they done updated it. So if anything happens today, man, y'all just, bear with us.
Okay.
This shit is
yeah. I felt like how we did Clarkson last week. I was like, oh, they got the show on. I was like, hey, hey, buddy, can I come in? I want to say something too. I was like, damn it. I was like, he's on. What am I not doing? I'm in the joint.
I'm looking. I'm sitting.
The screen is so for all behind scenes intensive purposes, I'm seeing the normal backstage like situation, but I'm just getting circles. I was like, oh, he didn't start yet, but now I got another screen at the YouTube. I was like, nah, but the show started. I was like,
and then my little dashboard, I'm looking, I'm like, well, where's the feature that has the? I'm like, what the hell is this? So yeah,
that's funny.
But anyway, something real quick about what you was drinking. So this is what I was drinking, right? You ever be reminiscing on when you was real young and think about something that you thought, and then you see that they make it today?
Okay.
Like I remember when I was little, I used to literally love Cinnamon Toast Crunch after milk. the post milk.
Do they make an ice cream like that?
Now they make a milk.
Oh, that's just ridiculous.
Oh, it's insane. Whoever made it should get the Nobel Peace Prize. They make a milk. Yeah.
Geez.
They make a whole. I remember being little, pouring it in the bowl. You get 3 bowls, and you get enough milk, put it in a Tupperware, put it back in the refrigerator, get that junk cold and crisp, and drink it later like a milk. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They got Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk, and right next to it, I went to the driving range, and I
wait. Where was they selling this milk?
I needed to replenish. So I went to
what part of town was they pushing this milk?
Where the driving
high
range
sugar is the high sugar. So was it in the Heights?
Yeah, it wasn't in the Heights.
Yeah, y'all take this sugar milk.
But next to it, guess what was next to it? And they were on sale, so I got both of them for research. They had another milk when I was a kid. I used to eat my favorite candy bar, and I used to mush it around, and then
Snicker milk
and drink what?
Snicker milk? Snicker milk?
Dang, I didn't even know this was a game show.
And go.
Wait a minute, I didn't even know this was a game show right here. No.
Snicker milk?
Yeah. I didn't even know. You guessed it before I was even finished. When I was little, I used to mush up the Snicker and take a chocolate milk.
No, gee, wait, what did you do?
That was it.
Wait, what'd you do? No, wait, say it again. What you used to do?
We're gonna leave that in the past. They got Snicker milk.
No, Snicker, please. No.
Yeah.
No, Snicker milk.
Oh man, it's the greatest.
They got a spot called Milk Bar. It's out of New York, but it's a couple spots out here in DC.
Oh, like a cereal bar?
No. It's just called Milk Bar, but it's like a dessert spot. But they literally like have ice cream that's made from the milk drawn from cereal milk. Also, that's where I thought you was going. Like they make ice cream out of cereal. They soak the cereal in the milk and then they make the ice cream. And it's like, and amongst other things, they have like cakes and cookies and all that shit. But like they make ice cream, cereal milk.
Yeah, in the 7-Eleven with Snicker milk and Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk. And I did the research and I had the, yes. And yes.
The healthy options.
Yeah. So, and this is right on time. This is appropriate.
It was right on time.
Yeah, right on time because there's no way that should be entering your body.
Not at all.
There's no way. So this week, John was in the field doing some research and came across a friend of his that fitness guru, personal trainer, men's health. Because we got to focus on these things as we enter the summer. People still trying to get their bodies together, even though it's too late because the summer has started already. So we're shooting for 2022. But you go ahead and introduce today's guest.
So I've been knowing this good brother for about 20 years or so, and I think I'm gonna speak for him and saying that I think fitness was just his thing, and it was probably like a way of life, habitually and so forth, and he literally turned it into his ultimate way of life and was always physically fit, but just took it up a notch as far as physical fitness, diet and nutrition, became a fitness expert in his field, speaks on the subject matter, trains, has his own facility in New Jersey. I believe he has another one in Texas, but I'll let him talk on it also. But I wanted to, because it is actually Men's Health either week or month.
Oh,
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
oh,
Yeah,
cool.
I wanted to get, black men in here talking about health, both for men and women, because he does train women. And we're going to talk about his Instagram, because if you see, he trains women as
Okay.
well as men. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's fit and either fit or on their way to fitness or maintaining their fitness. So we're going to welcome into the chat the Fit King himself, Plemmie Lawson. What's up with you, fam?
What's going on, Frat?
All right, bro.
First of all, I'm talking about like Frat. So I'm like, what?
What did you say?
Know,
I didn't hear
Frat,
what you said. What'd you say? I didn't
this
hear.
show years ago, bro.
Wait, time out. Plem.
I don't even
Plem.
remember a long time ago. Yeah.
It's called Smoke and Mirrors. I can't say
Okay,
that I
just
know
making
you
sure.
yet until we get the conversation
Nah.
going. Come on, man.
Yeah, suspend
your
disbelief.
first
Suspend
interview.
disbelief a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
I'm ready to till I die, so you know what it is.
I know who you are.
All right, so check it out. Just making sure.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate the introduction, but as I was listening backstage
Okay.
to all talk about cereal and milk and everything else, I was like, wow, this is a great segue into us just talking about health and fitness at large, because obesity is something that is literally killing us, man, and we're doing it through our own taste buds often. A lack of control, and some of the things that I learned when I was much younger, some of the things that I loved, like the same cereals you're talking about, the Captain Crunch and drinking the milk afterwards, and all of the things that I loved, bruh, I was on my way to obesity, diabetes, and everything else, because I wasn't like them kids. The serving size when you eat those cereals oftentimes is like 3/4 of a cup.
Yeah, right.
And how many people actually measure it out when they, I was one of them kids where, if I can put a bowl in one of those mixing bowls, like your mom would use to do cake batter or something, I would pour a whole half a box of cereal at one time.
Yeah.
Not realizing that the servings of sugar and everything else that I was taking in was extreme amounts of sugar. Every 4 grams of sugar is 1 teaspoon of sugar. And oftentimes we would be taking in, like, your average can of soda got 30 grams in 1 can. So that means it's like 7 to 8 teaspoons of sugar in 1 can. So imagine how much we were taking in with that cereal, and there's already sugar in milk. So a lot of times we giving our children cavities, we giving our children, death sentences before they even know what they're having, because we're just doing it out of habit. So when I heard all that, I was cringing, like,
yeah.
I
that
did
was
that
for
shit.
you.
But like, my daughters be trying that. Nope, can't do it. It's just something that we got to change the narrative. We got to change the habits, of our loved ones and the people around us.
All right, now speaking to that, to that point, let's stay with that point, because it's very difficult. How do you get the kids when everything is directed at them? How do you and sugar is addiction. So once you have it, once you rock the Pop-Tarts and the Eggos and the Pocky Sticks and all that, it's Starbucks.
Orange juicy juices.
So how do you get the 8, 9, 10-year-old? How do you try to convert them off when grandma and cousins and whoever they house stay over can let it fly? How do you do it when you get home? How do you police that?
Listen, even my own dad, like my dad was fixing breakfast for my daughters one day, and I usually let them drink water all the time, and if they want a little sweetener, maybe I let them have like Crystal Light or something. But my dad was like, pouring them like big glasses of orange juice, and I was like, Pop, I don't really give them the orange. What's wrong with orange juice? My dad ain't trying to hear all this. He went to old school, getting ready to turn 70. And I was like, Pop, like, when we know better, we got to do better. It's too much sugar in that. It's better they drink freshly squeezed orange juice than to that, because it's too much sugar in it. And honestly, you're not gonna stop it all. So that's where the other side of the coin is in the activity. If the activity levels don't rise to the level where it's going to burn off all those calories and sugars they're taking in, then they're prone to becoming obese over time. You know, I tell all my clients, and children are no different. Their metabolisms are just a little faster, you know, at the rate at which they digest food. But ultimately, 1 pound of body fat is equivalent to a 3,500 calorie surplus. So if you think about like a bank account,
Okay.
you know, all your intake, your caloric intake, meaning everything you eat and drink outside of water, has to be accounted for in your activity. And, you know, unfortunately, somewhere along the lines, we got away from taking in food for fuel. We started to take in fuel for customs. We take in fuel to celebrate things. We take
Recreation.
look, we're bored.
Yeah.
You know,
Holidays because it
Award.
tastes good, right?
Yeah, you treat yourself. I'm gonna treat myself.
that, you know, if I go to see a movie, like I got to go to the snack bar and like pile up. Like we can't do anything without food. It's crazy. So when you're doing all of that overconsumption and you don't have the necessary activity to even match it anywhere near it, then every time you accumulate a 3,500 calorie surplus, you are going to gain 1 pound of body fat somewhere, whether it's in your neck, your back, you know, whether we store in our belly region. And people, you know, they like I tell people all the time, like even when you go out to eat, you know, a lot of us like to go out to eat. Maybe you have client dinners, maybe you just fancy restaurants or whatever. You know, just having drinks, you know, even like your average shot of liquor might have 100 calories in it.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Oops.
So by the time you do about maybe 2, 3, 4 ounces, and for some people that might look like, you know, let me order 2 drinks or so before the appetizers even come. You could be, especially if it's not straight liquor, you could be 400 or 500 calories in before the food.
This is straight liquor, so we're okay. We're good.
Yeah,
we're good, guys. We're good. Everybody, we're good.
Appetizer. Just appetizer. That's it.
I don't eat much bread. I don't eat much bread, so I'm fine.
Okay. And that's a good start.
And Plem, you know something else you hit me to a while back. See, I've been off soda for years, right? But Plem hit me to something that helped me out, which was the little Crystal Light packets.
Yeah.
Because Crystal Light, that's, you know, old school shit from like the 80s or whatever. But Crystal Light, they had the little packets.
Oh, they still got
they still have them. I still buy them because of Plemmie, because they have no sugar, all the shit that's wrong for you. They don't have it. So I add it to like a bottle of water.
Oh, I thought you were saying you added it to your vodka. I thought that's where you were.
No, not with the vodka. No, in the water. But like if you, because you know, there's a recommendation on how much water you should consume in a day. And for somebody like me, I purely drink water. But after a while, it's like, damn, I don't want to drink all this water. It's just water. And you throw a little Crystal Light in there, you can throw a whole bottle of water back, you know, real quick, because it just adds the flavor to it.
Right. And if you think about it, like even when most people go into the hospital, like something is wrong, the number one reason or the first thing that they check, they give you an IV and they say, oh, you know, you were dehydrated, because most people don't drink the amount of water that they should for their body, which on average, you know, it should be at least 100 ounces for the average person that's a little under 200 pounds. At least somebody 200 pounds and up should be doing at least a gallon of water a day. You know, 66% of your body in ounces, your body poundage in ounces, you should be doing in water. But most people think that's extreme to have like a cup of water every waking hour, because you got to go to the bathroom a lot.
Right.
In actuality, that's what you should be doing. You know, it helps keep the kidneys ready. You know, all your organs require water. So most people, you know, they substitute water with something that tastes good, and then those calories, back to my original point, aren't accounted for, because this was before the appetizers came. This is before the entree came. So sometimes people would take in 3,000 calories plus in one sitting at one meal.
And on top of that, Plem, they done gave you a whole basket of bread before you even got a chance to order anything. You know what I'm saying?
But all right, so the surplus, right? I like this weight math, right? So if I take 3,500 in that's unaccounted for, and I don't match it with activity, that's a pound of weight. So does the reverse work? If I gotta burn 3,500 just to smoke a pound?
Yes. But you're not gonna do that all in one sitting. Like even right now, fitness training, someone who's the owner, and he already dropped 45 pounds this year alone with me. He just literally burned 1,000 calories in 60 minutes. And in order to create that caloric deficit, you have to do it in bite sizes every day, because even to lose 10 pounds of body fat, that means you create a deficit of 35,000 calories. Most people, that is not going to happen overnight. That could happen literally over the course of a month in small little bite sizes.
Got it.
Because you're not going to do anything extreme, right? Anything you do extreme, you're only going to do for a short amount of time. That's why when people go on extreme diets, they usually regress back to their mean, meaning they go right back to whatever was normal to them after they hit their goal. So you want to do it in a systematic way that's sustainable until the body fat drops off. And you're also going to do that by complementing it with activity level that actually works as many body parts as possible, because the more muscle tears, the micro tearing that you're doing, everything has to heal. And as it's healing in your sleep, it's pulling from your body fat. So the more you do, the better. So I also don't believe in isolations like typical bodybuilders do, because there's no need for me to tear up one muscle group for a whole hour or so, and then you're not able to function using that body part the next day. So then it's already a deterrent from you even wanting to work out. Like, my legs are so fucked up that for 2 days I ain't gonna do nothing, but you still accumulated calories. You still ate.
Yeah. All right, we got a quick question from the West Coast. Great question, actually. We were talking about the beverages earlier. What about those flavored carbonated sparkling waters? Are those? Wait a minute, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah, you went out. You went out.
Your audio went out. Wait.
Yeah, your audio went out. Your G's is low. Can you hear us though? Hold on, let me snag you back out and then put you back in. Yeah, no audio. Hey, tap him in the chat. Tell him there's no audio.
Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, he sees we can't hear him.
But now I was going to ask about those sparkling waters, because that's we kind of do that here.
Yeah, I drink those too.
I'm not a fan of them because I just feel like
I'm gonna send him the number real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drink those. You guys, it's really about checking the back of them, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Because if you check the back,
they be having a lot of stuff in there that just. I'm like,
if everything says 00000, then it doesn't have anything in it. You know what I'm saying?
But them sugar substitutes be bad too, though.
No. But like I have some of those flavored carbonated waters, but they don't have any sugars in them. It's the same thing as a Crystal Light. You know what I'm saying?
They have a sweetener that's an artificial sweetener, and them joints get your heart going. All right, let's try it again. Hold on.
Oh, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay, now you good.
Yeah, you good.
Now a FaceTime came in and interrupted it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Client call.
So I didn't even accept it, but it still kicked me off.
Okay.
Did you hear the question? Did you hear the question about
so with the carbonated waters, like the carbonated waters, are those as effective? Is it the same relative to like a Crystal Light, or how do you find those?
So the carbonated water is provided, in Poland Springs, and a lot of different companies, a lot of different brands make them. Provided they have 0 calories in it, it's definitely it counts towards your water intake, because again, it's just carbonated water. And I mix and match between having water. Sometimes I throw like my BCAAs in it a little bit, which is branched chain amino acids. These are the building blocks of protein. It helps with recovery. So they have good taste. So sometimes I might mix that into a big thing of water, like this. So I usually carry around water like this.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I put the BCAAs in. This is 100 ounces. So
did you have to show your bicep to show us the water though? Was that intentional? I think that was intentional. He was just
look, hey, Plem, look, I got my water too, fam.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I got my water.
I got
right
water
here.
too, fam.
I got my shit got more pH than you, son.
I got water too, BCAAs and everything.
Yeah, crazy, man. That wasn't even intentional. My bad. I think I do enough flexing for marketing on my Instagram that I think people get it by now. But, going back to like even John's original point, fitness was something that I embraced early on in my life. And it was something that, I had a wake up call when I was around maybe like 13, because my parents, my mother and my stepfather, they actually they had a small like soul food restaurant. So, you know, little mom and pop spot. And me and my brother, we were like the short order cooks. We were the prep cooks, we were everything, right? We weren't getting paid. But, you know, we were eating whatever we wanted.
Y'all got paid in food.
Yeah.
So my mother was really, when she was, you know, God rest her soul.
God bless her dad.
When she was alive, like she was one of those people that throws down with soul food, right? So we talking about pound cakes and peach cobblers and sweet potato pies and collards and anything you could think of that, you know, we all grow up learning to eat and enjoy. And it wasn't just like a Thanksgiving thing. It wasn't like it's Christmas dinner. This is every day because it's here, it's available. So this is what I'm eating. And I went and got some blood work when I was maybe like 13. And the doctor was like, you know, my God, your cholesterol is really high. I had no idea what cholesterol was. I was like,
at 13.
Yeah, they was like, you know, your cholesterol is like 235. I never forget that number. I said 235. They was like, yeah, like you have the cholesterol of some like an older person. Like if you keep on this path, whatever you're eating, if you keep on this path, you know, you're gonna end up having to be on like cholesterol medicine. And so I started to read to find out what it was because, you know, I grew up during the era where we still had encyclopedias.
Of course.
I grew up in an era where you couldn't just Google everything. So, you know, I figure out what is this and how am I harming myself because I thought I felt okay. And he said, you know, if you stay on this path, you know, this is a road to clogged arteries. This is a road to heart attack, possibly stroke, because blood circulation can be stopped to your brain, causing a stroke, or if it's a heart disease, have a heart attack, whether it's minor. And from that moment on, I started to curb eating all of that stuff. But here's the thing. When you're growing up in the hood and things that's available, like you're rotating between eating pizza, you're rotating between eating Chinese food, you're rotating between eating, you know, fast food at large, fried chicken one night, like you're mixing it up. And then, you know, maybe once or twice a week, mom want to cook, that type of thing. A lot of us grow up like that, thinking that this is the norm and this is accepted for us to eat like this. And we don't know that we're killing ourselves. And then we're passing, like it's a generational cycle. So when people say shit like, you know, this runs in my family, or being big runs in my family, or we big bone, like, what are you talking about? When you were born, your bones wasn't big.
Right.
No, yes, everybody's skeleton is a skeleton. It's your eating habits, even sometimes through the womb, that you're too big because it's an overconsumption of calories and bad food.
You know, it's funny that you said that because I had a discussion with in the peanut gallery, Alpha Mama. She recently said had some commentary about how when doctors tell you that certain things are genetic or hereditary, it's not the condition, it's your eating habits that are hereditary.
That's right.
So the mindset is hereditary.
Yeah, the mindset is hereditary.
So
that's real.
That I stopped doing early on, you know, and this was religious upbringing as well, was not eating pork. And I haven't eaten beef since I was 15. But just the practice of not eating pork. There's been times when I've gone over to a family member's house, especially in the South, where they will cook a lot with pork, season everything with pork. The fact that you said you're making a conscious choice not to, it's family members that will be upset that you won't eat their food and that they take it like you're being snobbish. And I've even had family members try to force it on me by lying to me, telling me they cooked it in turkey or whatever.
Oh, come on.
And everything in it. And you're like, oh, man, y'all disrespected me in here.
Right. But see, what they don't know is that if you don't have it in so long, not only can you smell it, not only can you immediately taste it, but it'll fuck with you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If you ingest it, because like if your body's not used to it, like me, because we have fairly the same diet. I haven't had pork since like 92. Yeah, I haven't had beef since 98.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So if that stuff is introduced into my diet some kind of way, I'm like, yo, and then the next day I'm like, you know, my stomach is on bubble. I'm like, yo,
you Muslim too? You Muslim, John?
Nah, fam, I'm body conscious, fam. What is you talking about?
What? Since 92 though?
Hey, listen, fam. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
hard. That's
Swine,
30
nah, man.
years. How?
Ain't no,
I mean, how?
ain't
It's
no
every day.
swine. Yo, it's
It's
a wicked
every day.
animal, son. It's not meant to be for the body, son.
Listen,
You know what I'm
You a
saying?
vegan? You a vegan?
I'm not,
No, I eat poultry and fish. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat like catfish and like that wild shit like
But
that.
the poultry and the fish is meant for the body, and the pork not. Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
man. Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Basically.
I'm just trying to
And
be clear.
water, fam. And water.
Okay.
I'm trying to impress you, Plem. I'm trying to
Okay.
impress you with my goddamn incense. I'm trying to impress you
Okay.
with my incense. You know what I'm saying?
you know, there's people that are vegan, they still overeat, right?
Yeah.
There's people that's pescatarian or whatever it might be, whatever your preference might be. Nobody can beat math. So if my output says I require 2,000 calories a day, and I can either be in a deficit, meaning I underate, maybe I starved, maybe I was busy, whatever the circumstances, if I didn't meet my caloric intake need, I will start to get leaner and leaner, right? And that might not be good because I can also be losing muscle. Muscle can atrophy as well, especially if I don't stay on top of my regimen. Now, John will tell you, I've pretty much been this size, not as lean, but pretty much this size since undergrad. So that means for the past 20 years, 6'2", 235, give or take. So the reason I've been able to sustain that is because, number one, I don't let up on my own regimen physically, right? I don't give myself excuses no matter what is going on in life. I owe it to myself to make sure I do something to preserve my health every day. I don't have to like destroy the weight room and turn into, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't have to get ready for a competition.
Right.
I owe it to myself just to give myself at this hour, and becomes like a sanctuary. It becomes like mental health. Like, this is part of what I want to do.
Now, I want to speak to that for a second in the interest of time. So we have people like myself who are probably, some people may be lay people and so forth to working out, right? Not everybody, puts in an hour a day like you do. Obviously, this is your career, your passion. So you put in more than that because you're training and this is what you do all day, every day, right? So for those who aren't gym rats, right? Like, so myself, like I've used especially in COVID, I've used your at-home program, right?
Yeah.
And that's something that you can bang out within 30 minutes if I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like
30, 45 minutes.
30, 45 minutes, right? I also use other, right. I use other workout systems that are video guided. That'll get me, in and out in about 30 minutes as well. Same kind of deal. It's a lot of hit stuff, a lot of, repetitive, 3-3-3, repeat, 3-3-3, repeat, switch up, you know what I'm saying? That whole kind of deal. So for those who, are either just getting started or like, all right, I need to make a change. Like, how much time does one need to begin to put in? And what do you recommend? Like, 'cause a lot of people say high cardio, which like a lot of my stuff is like mostly cardio and then got a little bit of weights implemented. But if you want to kind of begin the process of making any kind of transformation, because some people just jump in the gym and be at the Planet Fitness on everything and they don't know what the fuck they're doing, blah, blah, blah. And then they don't get anywhere and they get frustrated.
So my foundation, and this is the foundation that I always advise everyone that comes to me, is functional training dealing with your own body weight first. Because before you start throwing in resistance bands and kettlebells and dumbbells and barbells and machines and all types of other things, you need to try to maintain some type of control over your own body weight through impulse. So for instance, anything that requires a push, like a bench press, a push-up, a military press, these are all push drills. A dip, these are all push drills. When it comes to pull drills, like deadlifts and pull-ups, you want to mix and match between upper body, your core, and lower body. Now for us guys, and this is irrespective of gender, your strongest muscle group are your legs, right? That's where all your real power is in your legs. And that's also where your highest caloric burn is going to be. So for people who want to lose body fat, it's going to be through your legs more than it's going to be through anything upper body you're going to do, because it's just not enough muscle groups that you're targeting that to micro tear that's going to really get that caloric burn. It's through your legs. So most guys hate legs because they don't want the after effect of how it feels when you're recovering.
Mm-hmm.
I would suggest go through your legs first. That's your foundation. So if it's air squats, if it's kickbacks, any type of leg presses, step ups, go through your legs. Now, obviously, doing things for your upper body to isolate your biceps, your triceps, your pecs, and stuff like that, all of that is fantastic. But start with your legs and start through drills where you're using your own body weight and working through balance and core strength, because everything is controlled through your core.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as a physical, I guess physical therapist, personal trainer, how do you feel? This is from the chat. How do you feel about intermittent fasting?
Okay, so again, I said a little earlier that everything is based on math and it's about caloric intake and burn. But that does not mean that we all have to have the same eating styles. So some people have been taught to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner at 8 a.m., 12 noon, 4 p.m., 6 p.m., whatever it might be, right? So in a 24-hour period, coupled with activity, you've been taught to do that and you've maintained it. Whereas others, when they know they need to be in that caloric deficit, they're going to wake up in the morning fasted, hit their workouts because they're burning dinner from the night before.
Got it.
So it's just like if I go to the gas station at night before I'm getting ready to drive home and I fill my tank up, but the gas station was only 2 or 3 blocks away from my house. I filled up, I parked my car set all night, didn't move. Like we go to bed all night, probably didn't move. If you wake up in the morning and feel the need just because your stomach is empty, by out of habit, but you didn't do anything to burn all that food, it's unnecessary. So fasting actually helps digestion, helps the whole process, helps you be clear, and then you're probably going to stay in a deficit better through the fasting than you are if you wake up and out of habit just immediately eat and you didn't do anything to burn anything. Also, because food literally is just sitting in your stomach, it didn't even start digestion yet, which takes a couple of hours. If you try to train on a full or partially full stomach, you'll probably be higher probability to vomit because you're moving around, jumping around, and you don't feel good because the digestion process is happening because you ate too soon before the activity. So I usually will go fasted sometimes up until noon. So my activity be through the roof because I know after 12, as soon as I hit that first break and I start eating, and then I want to eat later on again, a little snacks in between, I can still maintain staying around that deficit or close to netting zero unless I want to bulk and build up. Now, I'm not looking to bulk and build up. I'm not trying to power lift. I'm not trying to get to 250, 260, 270. So I don't need to be in a surplus for any reason. So having that time in the morning where I'm fasted, I actually recommend it for a lot of people. If you want to have nice lean muscle.
All right, last thing for you got a wild personal training story. Anything from your history, your years of training people, and I know
favorite clients.
Yeah, favorite clients,
Okay.
scenario.
So yeah, there's a lot, and I've trained hundreds of people online and offline. I've trained celebrities that I never even thought I would have had access to. I've been featured on TV and radio and speak in churches at big events, and all of this stuff means a lot, right? But more than anything, the ability to inspire my children is what touches me the most, and teach other upcoming trainers and mentor them in the business of fitness, because the business of fitness is a multi-billion-dollar business. So the fact that I've been able to segue this into gym management contracts and ownerships of gyms and employ people is amazing to me. But because of the virtual space that a lot of people are now able to operate in, and because of technology, you're able to take your skills and scale it now, where you can now affect change and help many people at the same time as opposed to only one at a time. So even in my gym, I routinely practice training 3 and 4 people at a time. But I want to say this, because this is a hot topic right now, and John was on when I was talking about it. I train a lot of women in this particular area of New York, Bronx, Harlem, that have opted by their choice to have BBLs or some type of lipo or something, because it's such a strong influence to do it when you're in nightlife, when you're working at clubs and restaurants, and you need a quick fix, and nobody ever taught you about intakes and how to really maximize activity in the gym or structure or depth or making sure your form is correct. So they don't know none of this shit. They just know I fucked up with my eating. I need to drop some weight and I need a quick fix. So let me take a ride. I mean, granted, they're putting their life at risk.
Yeah.
Take a flight somewhere, Colombia,
Costa Rica or something. Yeah.
You know, I never commented in the comments in your comments, but sometimes I'll be like, yo, them wasn't all squats, fam.
Yeah.
Those wasn't all squats, fam.
No, bro. When they come to me sometimes, like, first of all, it's a no judgment zone. Right?
Absolutely.
If you did this, you got to look at it every day, not me. And I'm not your man, so I'm not judging you. That's number one. But if you come to me and you say, Plem, can you train me? Can you show me? Can you help me get healthier? Because you realize that a lot of that fat is returning back to you because your eating habits stayed the same.
Oh, jeez.
So when you come to me and I start to correct and teach and mentor and hold you accountable and kick your ass, I'm not trying to say that all this came from them training. I'm trying to correct what they're doing from before. But a lot of people in social media, because opinions are like assholes, everybody got one. You'll have many people try to tear the person down that's trying to turn over a new, healthier leaf, because when you show them now squatting, when you show them now really doing the work, because I train all bodies, all ages, all genders. You got to imagine there's hundreds of people that come into my gym at UFC Fort Lee. When I showcase them, everybody wants to kick their back in. Oh, that didn't come from that. This woman did not say this came from. All she's doing is working because I'm coaching and telling her what to do.
Right.
But because she's doing it and she has high visibility, she might have 300,000 followers. She might have 1 million followers. Somebody like Bernice, 6-7 million followers.
Wait, Bernice who?
Bernice Burgos.
You train Bernice Burgos?
Yeah, that's my client.
So I just asked you got any wild stories or crazy stories, and you give me this little song and dance and like my kids are fat
all right, so listen, let me go down this road real quick, because I don't like the name drop, because I used to also work in nightlife and I did a private.
I feel that. Yeah, I feel that.
Sure. You ain't had to put the names, but I know you got some stories.
So I've trained Method Man, I've trained Raekwon, right? I've trained some members at SWV, 2 members, Coco and Taj. I've trained, I did some stuff with Wendy Williams. I did some stuff with CeCe Peniston. Like, this is old school people too, right?
Yeah.
Fetty Wap and his team, because I also did private stuff for them. So when you're in nightlife and you meet people, as soon as they see me, they like, yo, bro, I need to rock with you. I need to train with you. I've trained music producers. I've trained TV personalities. I've trained radio personalities, Quiet Storm, Lenny Green. So people were trying to give me this whole you're a celebrity trainer thing, and I say, no, I'm not. I train people. Now, whatever people might do in their respective lives to earn money or fame or whatever they do, I'm still looking at the body of the person. I'm not caught up on all the other shit. The other stuff is just marketing to me.
Well, but it could help though. I mean, that's good marketing.
No, it helps.
Yeah.
I'm not negating that.
Yeah.
But the best clients are the people that are consistent.
True.
The clients are the people that show up and show out, not the people who necessarily just come once in a blue moon, but the rest of the time they on tour, so you ain't gonna see them. Right. Those people, like, if they happen to pass through, I don't even feel right taking credit for their bodies because I don't see you enough.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm glad you don't take credit for Wendy Williams' body. I'm happy.
Oh, come on.
You don't take.
Come on.
Because she quit on you.
I'm gonna say this. I did private security for her.
Okay.
When I signed an agreement, I had to say purposely, because she knew who I was, that I would not try to solicit any service to her at all. That one. So that meant I could, even though everybody around her saw me and knew what I did, and they start training with me.
Okay.
Her boyfriend at the time was like, yo, I need to rock with you, dog, and this one and that one. But I couldn't say anything to her about it, and I signed an agreement. Think I don't say to her, yo, you got to squat, you got to this, you got to this, you got to. I would immediately say this. You're looking at me sometimes in a tank top.
Yeah.
If I'm in a tank top or I'm in a bulletproof vest and I'm looking like this, immediately, even people around you is like, whoa, this dude is big.
Right.
In the gym. So I don't have to say anything. It's like a subtle reminder every time you look at it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't say anything to her. So no, I don't take credit for Wendy Williams at all.
Good.
At all. But there's a lot of other people that I work with, models and different stuff like that, you know, where like they really fuck with me. I'm really cool with them because I also develop relationships with people, you know, through running VIPs at different nightclubs like Starlets and La Marina and Lust and a whole bunch of spots. So whether you know, I'm chopping it up with 50 Cent one night or Drake another night or Chris Brown another night, these people, or even big athletes, they frequent these clubs in New York. So when you meet them, it's very easy for them to become inspired by you and say, hey, you know, can you train me?
Right.
And by the time I post it to the gram, you know, everybody else is losing their shit. But for me, I'm building a relationship. I'm building a rapport just like anybody else. And I'm going through where their weaknesses are and I'm trying to address them.
There it is. Plemmie Lawson, ladies and gentlemen. What's the name of the gym? What's the name of the gym?
So it's UFC Gym of Fort Lee. It's right, if you're in New York, it's right over the bridge, right over the GWB, like literally minutes as soon as you cross over. If you're in New Jersey, right in Bergen County. So it's right before the bridge. Literally, you can see.
Oh, right by that little high school when you come make that little circle down. And
like in Edgewater?
So yeah, Edgewater is right next to us.
Okay.
So,
okay.
like, everything is within minutes.
Okay.
Edgewater, Cliffside Park, you know, all
Okay.
these parameters, they're all very tight and close to each other.
Yeah.
I got it.
Well,
Yeah.
so if you're in the area, definitely pass through. If not, you know, people want to check out my IG, check out my website. You know, there's a virtual program that they can do for 21 days straight that hundreds of people do in about 17 different countries. And it's well received. And, you know, I get a chance to help touch and impact people positively overseas that I may never see in person.
Yeah.
So you enjoy that as well.
Okay, and two things before you go. I can attest to two things for sure.
Right.
One, I did Plemmie's program last year during the COVID workout, and I dropped 10 pounds.
Oh,
right.
wow.
So I went from 185 like to 175.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
That's
The second thing we don't have time for, I was going to tell us
smaller. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. And the other thing we don't have time for, so I know Plemmie's got to go, and you know we're running along. I was going to tell the time about how I body slammed you that time. We don't have time to tell that story, so we'll save it next time you're on. I ain't want to embarrass you or whatever, but we appreciate you coming out, brother. You know what I'm saying? Go follow Plemmie. I'll tell that story next time, brother. Peace and love, fam.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, brother.
All right, have a good one,
My
fellas.
man.
All right.
That's
Yeah,
what's up.
man.
Yeah.
Y'all get y'all winter bodies ready because it's summertime now. So
Yeah, it's a wrap.
y'all get your winter bodies ready.
Now,
But,
well, you know, and that's good because you know, Father's Day, and we always talk about dad bods and all
Yeah.
that. And then they threw us another holiday. So we got 3 grillable holidays now.
Right.
With
Right.
a whole nother reason to eat and pig out during the
Right.
summer, which is
One thing I
absolutely
refuse to have is the dad gut, fam. You won't catch that on me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you ain't ate pork and beef since the 90s.
Since the 90s, player. I ain't had soda. I haven't had soda on a regular basis. Like every once in a while, you know, take a little
I don't
you know,
really-
every like once, twice a year, but like I don't drink soda, you know. I haven't drank soda like that. I don't even put soda in my alcohol, fam.
So when you go to the barbecues, what are you on?
Usually there's turkey burgers there. I like a good turkey burger. There's always chicken.
Turkey
There's
is
always
like-
chicken,
Turkey is like the pork of birds.
but it's not pork.
It's literally the catfish of birds. I mean,
What? Oh, come on.
literally the shellfish of
Oh, is it? Oh, it's the shellfish of birds now. That's what's happening.
cheese. Okay, all right.
Yeah, man.
So turkey burger and what type of hot doggery like at the cookout?
You know, I don't.
because the choices are limited.
Yeah, it's very
That's
limited. So,
barbecue.
like, you know, if there's a turkey dog there, I might. I'm not a big hot dog guy. Like, very once in a blue moon, will have a hot dog. You know, off the whatever. You know what I'm saying? Usually, it's, you know, everybody's always got some wings, some barbecued wings.
Okay,
You know,
true. Yeah.
a drumette. You know what I'm saying? Or a turkey, or you know, to be honest with you, you'd be surprised how many times I eat before I go.
Yeah.
Because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what's gonna happen.
You look like you stush, if you will.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Somebody, I almost broke out because somebody said in the chat while
look at
Plemmie
your
was
water.
talking.
Look at your
Yeah.
water, Swedish water. I mean, Come on.
Hey, fam, you got to have the, you know what I'm saying, the ionize the right amount of pH, fam.
Costco. Wait a minute.
Mm.
You gotta
Nah,
get
fam. Nah, you gotta get that pH, family. See, there's no jiggle. See, there's no jiggle. The
Okay,
skin doesn't.
okay.
You're welcome. You're welcome, audience. You're welcome.
What is it? Men's Fitness Week, Men's Health
Week, all of that.
Into Father's Day, into Juneteenth. Exciting for Plemmie Lawson. Follow him on Instagram. The title of today's was we're running long, but other holidays that we could use. I don't know if y'all got a chance to see that. You know, they threw Juneteenth at us, so why not just go down the line and
other holidays we can use? Okay, so like some
the
additional
reason,
holidays that
right.
Biden and them can slide onto the calendar to give us another
Right.
federal.
So while you're thinking on that, well, let me bring in Mr. Clarkson down the hall in Studio G. Welcome to the program. What's good with you?
What's going on? Happy Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Okay, representation.
Now I know you were ready for the prolonged Juneteenth conversation.
No, I was here for it
because but that was more important.
No, it actually explained something when John came to the crib, because I felt bad because I sat there. No, because John came to the crib and I think he already knows what I'm talking about. I had made like burgers and everything else.
Right.
And I showed out like, John at the crib. And then John didn't eat anything and I felt bad. I was like, you know how I am, bro, as a host. I'm like, man, I didn't give this man
insult. Yeah. That was an insult. You had oyster grill and everything.
Right. My southern mind was like, yo. So now I know. John, stop laughing. So now I know whatever.
Just goes to show that I don't lie. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I forgot I did that. But like, yeah, he was like, oh that. Yeah, brothers have, charcuterie board and burgers. Right, and burgers. Yeah. I was like, what's in that, fam? He was like, oh yeah, it's it's some pork fat and some fat back and some. I was like, okay, can I get a beer?
Yeah.
I was like, I have a beer.
I felt bad because then I was like, well, then I made crab fries too. Like I did crab legs and did, fried everything else. So my mom was going, dang, either he ate thinking that the food was going to be trash, or he was like, nah, fam, all your food is trash. I don't want no parts of it. So now that I know that you
wasn't a piece of asparagus or broccoli in the bunch.
No, we're not doing that.
Wasn't a green leafy?
You must not have did gumbo that time because it'd be vegetable in the gumbo.
Yeah, but it's also pork in gumbo.
Well, you spoon it out.
No, it's already juices. It already exudes the juices, fam.
I'm gonna go how we used to go in the 90s.
Next time I know that if you come by the crib, I'll do like, turkey sausage or whatever and hook it up for you. But yeah, man, the crab fries, I was like, took the crab legs, boom, boom, boom. And I was like, man, this man didn't eat the crab fries.
Wait, what was wrong with it? Why didn't I eat the crab? Did they have cheese in it?
No. Probably shellfish. You on that shit?
Nah, I eat crab fries. I would have had some crab fries.
Yeah, like I had some dungeon
fried and pork fat. I don't know.
I did dungeon crab and boom, boom, boom. Because Lamont knows when I cook, we go for broke.
Oh yeah. Everything handcrafted. But John, I'm gonna do you like we used to do when I was hanging with the Muslims in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Do you eat gummy bears?
No.
Jello?
No.
Do you brush your teeth with toothpaste?
See, that don't always. Somebody always gets me on that one.
It's the gelatin.
Yeah. Okay.
Grinded up pork bones. You eat,
but I spit. I don't swallow.
Oh. Wait a minute.
You're not supposed to swallow the toothpaste, fam. I don't swallow the toothpaste.
The replay value on that is going to be amazing.
Can you follow it up with what you do when you eat? See, but I know how to edit now, so it's fine. It's fine. We can play that game. We can play that game if you'd like.
I don't swallow. What?
We can play that game if you'd like.
That's funny.
Okay, so before we head out, what some other holidays? I had a short list, and there's some good ones in the chat right now.
So quick and dirty about the Heights. It was scheduled to make opening weekend $13 million. They wound up making $4.9 million. Overall, it was supposed to make between 25 and 35 million in the idea of its stay. It failed in the midst of the African Latino community because there was no darker. I sat there and watched it just for the sake of the show.
What about the dude that played Dr. Dre in the when he was only one?
He was actually very good. And he was the only one. So musically, as a person of being, you know, went to school for theater and everything else, after centering the fact of, I understand that certain composers have a sound. In the Heights sounded too much like Hamilton, which was my issue. Like, yo, I get it. You listen to a lot of Biggie. Can we get some more? Like growth. So that's why I was like hard pass for me. It was okay, but it wasn't great. In fact, even to the fact of what concerned me was that you had a lot of Latinx actors that sung like European people. And I was like, high concern with that. So wasn't, like I said, hard pass. Trust me, I'm doing you all a favor in that. So let's see, what else? Oh, here we go. Holidays that we should consider.
Okay.
I think we should consider this as a holiday because once again, the bastardization of Juneteenth is on its way. Oh, I'm sorry, double follow up. Men's Health Week is the week leading up to Father's Day every year. And it was actually sanctioned by the White House in the midst of the Obama administration. So good call on John on that.
Good call, John. Yeah, good call on that.
I would say that I would like to honor the day that the 54th Infantry passed away during the Civil War. Because if there was no 54th Infantry, then we would not have any kind of like growth as far as like African Americans inside the military. I'd also like to throw this in, proper ways to celebrate Juneteenth. I don't think white people should be allowed to celebrate Juneteenth until the 546th year of celebration of it. I would only want tip of the hats and morning massa moving forward.
I said, so we got let me clear the chat real quick. We got some good ones. Bike Week, Black Bike Week should be a national holiday.
I'd like Jordan 1's Day. Can we have a Jordan 1's Day?
I like Jordan 1's Day.
I'd like just a day where just everybody just has to put on a pair of ones and walk around. Yeah. I'd like that.
Go Appreciation Day should be national.
Go Appreciation Day.
Yeah, that should be national.
I also like Frankie Beverly and May's Day. So that means there's a lot of white linen being worn.
Okay. And you have to wear white linen. That's the
I like that.
Yeah, that's
I like that as a movie.
And I like the 54th Regiment Day, and guess what it would be called? It would be called Glory Day.
Oh, okay. I like that. Yeah. I like that.
Good curriculum on that.
Yeah.
How about like a Black people skip in line day? Like,
okay.
Like when you at the store and you was next, but then somebody just walks right in front of you and asks the clerk something anyway. Can I get a day where I can just do that to anybody at any given time?
Okay.
Like I can just cut line and go, excuse me, no. Can I get 2 pounds of the turkey and blah blah blah, and like you have a ticket and like they just like, but I had a ticket, like, oh yeah, but I just want to order. You don't mind?
So John, can I rename your day called Not Today? Not Today.
Not Today Day. Okay.
So as soon as someone says Not Today, say I'm next.
I got a couple. Lauryn Hill's birthday should be a national holiday.
Oh,
should be a national holiday. I don't know why. And that's so appropriate because
you just show up late for everything day.
Well, I was about to say, it's like you don't celebrate it for 2 years anyway. So.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You know what I'd like? I need to maybe work on a name for it because I don't want to call it like. I think we can call it like Valentine's Day, where for no reason at all, just because society says so. Women have to make an unnecessary fuss about dudes and buy about a bunch of unnecessary shit, and we have to make a fuss about it if we don't get nothing.
I like that.
I like that.
If that's the case, then I would like to put a federal holiday, February 15th, Jump Off Day.
Well, that's already a nationally recognized holiday, fam. What you talking about?
I want banks to close for that.
13th and the 15th.
And typically isn't that usually like a President's Day or something like that anyway? We already get that off.
And that's why I hate the NBA, because the NBA has ruined that weekend for us because they put All-Star Weekend same weekend as that, which I think will absolutely be terrible.
I believe we deserve a Chappelle Week. Should be a national holiday.
Ooh. What would happen during Chappelle Week?
Well, of course, a marathon. And then everybody has to act out their favorite sketch, like just throughout in life.
Like, does everybody have to talk like Chappelle all week?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Saying high quality
crazy,
jokes,
man.
high quality jokes with an SAT word thrown in the middle of it.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
here for it. I'll allow it.
Just
birth-
say ridiculous after everything. Ridiculous.
The birth of hip hop. So we need to find that day. 80, 81, 82, whatever. That should be, I mean, that's the
National
founder.
Hip Hop Birthing Day.
For birthing day as a foundation.
Okay.
Hip Hop Founders Day. You know what I mean? In honor of some of our greats, our heroes, Farrakhan Day, in the winter, right? Mix it with a holiday we already have. So Farrakhansa. I was thinking Farrakhansa. Yeah.
Farrakhansa.
No, Farrakhansa.
Farrakhansa.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of, you know.
I got one, Cornell West Day.
Cornell
but it has
West
to be
Day.
it has to be in the winter so that when you wear the 17 scarf around your neck, it makes sense.
Okay.
Cornell West. So is that like
so like because you know he wears 17 scarves all the time. But at least if it happens in the winter, at least you're warm and you look a little bit more sensitive.
Can that also be Frederick Douglass Day?
Frederick Douglass Day.
Could it be the same day?
Same.
Because then you got to marry a white girl.
The judge. We turn to the judges. The judges say, Morgan Freeman Day is accepted as well as the.
You got to get a blowout, a high tie, and marry a white girl.
Kennard says, Weaveless Day.
Oh, wait a minute.
Shots fired.
Hold on a second.
Yikes.
That's all calls and emails to Kennard Austin, please.
Nice.
All calls and emails. be
This
directed
is
to-
this is one that I have that's a little bit controversial. It's called Black Scavenger Hunt Day. Excuse me. This is a game. You have to find the following things: a humble tweet from Kanye West, the pot of grits that was thrown on Al Green, in addition to a smiling picture of Sojourner Truth.
Bonus points. Do you have to find that school that Umar Johnson is supposed to build?
Oh, you have to find the school.
To find the school?
Oh, that's its own holiday.
That's my own holiday.
Yeah, find the Umar Johnson school.
Find the funding.
Yeah.
It's a treasure hunt. It's a treasure hunt.
Yeah.
Find that money.
Everyone else can find funding for it, but yeah.
All right. Well, it is Juneteenth, y'all, man. Celebrate it however you feel necessary. I said today on Karen's show, this weekend or whatever, your favorite white people are finally invited to the cookout. That's a rule. That's a new rule. But however, the invitation for them to come to it has to go out 2 years after you have it. So there's that.
Okay. And that's all I say. Preferably, and this is the other thing too. And I'll be a nerd for 2 seconds, which I mean, my 2 seconds is my life. Is that a lot of people don't really understand is that the last group of enslaved Africans in the state of Texas did not find out they were free, not in June, but actually in December. So believe it or not, that we celebrate Juneteenth because it's fashionable, but truly it should be December 10th because that's when the last.
I don't believe that.
No, it's true.
No, I think you're making that up.
No. Why would I make that up?
No one has heard. They have a photograph and they have a date, June 19th, when the little white general from Virginia finally made it.
You messing with a doctoral candidate, fam.
I've never heard this part.
You mean to tell me Joe Biden's and them got it wrong?
How are you going to bring new information to new information?
Are you really serious? No.
You're just finding out about Juneteenth, and then you come in talking about, hey, that ain't right either.
But I've literally said this for years. Whenever
December
it's like,
of what year? December of what year?
It's December of the same year.
So later?
Yes, because people. Okay, this is
Texas is a big state.
So word broke out in June, but they ain't find out to December. Is that what you're trying to say?
This is the tissue issue, right? And this is what gets missed a lot of times. When the Union soldiers came to Texas, they did their job and posted the announcement, but never gave the formal announcement verbally. And that's what the concern is. So therefore, there are many enslaved Africans that are walking past this announcement that they were free, but did not really say, oh, damn, I'm free, because they're out of fear of what was going on. So all that to say is that literally, because of how large Texas is as a state, and you can't tweet and Instagram this, fam, the last group of Africans that really found out they were free did not happen until December.
Well, that last group, you know, they was bullshitting. They were fucking around.
Don't do that,
They was not because everybody else, them the ones that's always doing their own thing, and you know, I don't need.
Come on. However,
I was gonna say I don't need a man for nothing. No.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. In all fairness, can we get an Uncle Nearest Day? I just saw.
I
like that. Yeah. We learned. Side note: we learned that Uncle Nearest was a welcome contributor to the recipe.
Yeah.
So yeah, he get his own day for sure.
Cutie Pie, call back real quick. We'll get your commentary. Call back real quick. But yeah, there's that. All right. Okay, so SPW Nola's co-signing, talking about some. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Oh yeah, he's giving you a little. Okay, is it ratified?
Yeah.
No, but that's not the same. You're giving these facts.
I feel like if there was a fax machine, like whatever the fax machine was back then, like it came off the fax, and they was like, "Oh, Slater," yeah, they was like,
right, it was ratified. So
like, nah, fam, we ain't gonna tell them to December.
From a legislative point of view, yeah, December of 1865, the 13th Amendment. But when the general got there and told cats that the war was over, yeah, Juneteenth. Don't take my Juneteenth, man. I just got it.
I'm not trying to take your Juneteenth.
Don't you?
Clarkson trying to ruin it before it even gets started. The ink is barely dry on the thing. Clarkson shutting it down already.
Yeah,
okay, give me a chance.
With your information.
I'm not trying to ruin Juneteenth. I just want us to be honest in our teaching of it, because we need to. Because now that it's been it's now a national holiday. Hooray! It doesn't mean anything unless it's taught correctly inside of our school system.
So now you being un-American. Now you.
I tell you what, and I tell you what, I don't know if Jesus was born in December.
Yeah. Now you just being un-American. You trying to defile. America does not believe in teaching the truth. Don't you go being unpatriotic, goddammit. You better sell these lies. All right, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go to the phones real quick. Last caller, and then we keep it moving. Welcome to the program. Let's go live.
Hey, how are you all?
Hey, good. Hey. You got your work voice on. Good evening.
How you doing? It's Cake Cutie Pie.
Yeah.
So first of all, I believe everything Mr. Clarkson says.
Of course.
Right. And as far as the panel goes, if you don't believe it, I don't care. I believe everything Mr. Clarkson says.
Okay.
And not only that, I wanted to go back to the days we were talking about. Harriet Tubman should have a day.
Okay.
Tubman Day.
She
Tubman
deserves
Day.
a day.
I'm with it.
What do we do on Tubman Day?
Yeah. What do we do?
On Tubman Day, we take people to the motherland. So we take people, we get to sleep people and we wake them up. You know what I mean? That's what we do on her day.
But she didn't take people to the
motherland. That's like a 16-hour flight, fam. What are you talking about?
From Maryland to Toronto. What you mean?
She took people out of slavery and brought them to the north. That's what we do. We wake them up.
Okay.
Stop getting up for the master's spell. She broke them out of the spell.
Okay.
Anyway, we also need Chuck Brown Day.
Chuck Brown Day. Yeah, right.
If you're not from the DMV, you don't know what I'm talking about. And
so it's kind of like Chuck Brown Day would kind of be like Juneteenth. Like most of the country has no idea what you're talking about, but we just gonna make it a holiday. Sure.
Right. Basically, we just will be in the streets dancing to go-go all day. But Chuck would love that.
Okay.
And also we need 2 more days. We need Sidney Poitier Day and we need Denzel Washington Day.
Those both could be the same day. Those could be the same
day.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean,
that what you're gonna do to Sidney Poitier and Denzel Washington?
They could be the same day.
I mean, Denzel Washington once said, "Kill 2 birds with 1 stone."
Yeah, they don't need their own day.
So what would be the 2 taglines? What would be the 2 taglines for Sidney Poitier / Denzel Washington Day? What would be the 2 taglines?
Sidney Poitier Day is guess who's coming to dinner.
Okay.
Wrong answer.
And then Denzel would be oh you punk.
Sidney Poitier day would be they called me Mr. Tibbs.
Song ain't got nothing on me.
There you go.
There it is.
Those are the taglines.
Okay, titty sucker. Y'all remember that? I don't remember that. Titty sucker. You know, titty sucker was an offensive term back in them days. He used to drop that in all his movies.
I'm glad we've evolved.
Listen here, titty sucker. Now that was insulting. That was offensive. It was in
You're absolutely right.
It might have been the Mr. Tibbs one. No, what is that? Heat of the Night?
Yeah, I think that's
Listen here, titty sucker. I'm about to make that drop. All right.
I need you to play that right, and then play you better shut your white mouth right after that. Listen here, titty sucker.
The funny thing about it is that as soon as I Googled that, literally all these porn videos just hit my life.
Hilarious. And your computer's dead.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, dude, I
good luck trying it.
Reference.
You had to put in quotes and then put Sidney Poitier. All
right.
There's that. Appreciate you, Mr. Clarkson, down the hall, Studio G. Piece of the action. Teddy
action. Okay.
Yeah.
Teddy sucker.
I knew.
I'm gonna have to add that to my vernacular.
Yeah.
Look here, you little titty sucker.
yeah.
I gotta figure out how to say it though. That must be a correct way.
Once you hit,
you can't. There's a way you gotta hit titty and sucker. You can't just like throw it out there all willy nilly like that.
All right, happy holidays, everybody, man.
Yeah, man. Happy early Father's Day to all the fathers out there. You know what I mean? You gotta get a big piece of chicken.
Yeah, all of that and a little pork chop. Depending on what
steak, I mean, whatever it is you do.
What's your regiment? You know what I'm saying?
What's your caloric intake going to be this weekend?
What your deficit is. You know what I mean? Thanks to our guest, Plemmie Lawson. Appreciate that. Everybody that called, everybody that made noise in the chat. Hey, be safe, man. We out here. The money wheel's $25 on it, so it gets no mention. $20.
Oh, yeah. I got to get on y'all money wheel job, man. Get your money wheel right, man.
Yeah,
what y'all doing?
So here it is. Let's Go Live Show is the Cash App. And you got to say how many slots you want. Don't just say money wheel, because if you do that, I'm putting whatever you send into the kitty. So there's that. All right, John Watson, appreciate you.
Hold on, real quick before we go. Plug the IG, fam.
Which IG? Oh, ours. Okay, wait a minute. Oh.
I mean, maybe ours.
Yeah. You know what? I need to make
it's new. Thing. It's new. You know,
it is new.
It's new. So all of y'all watching right now, I'm sure y'all have Instagram. Go to Instagram at LGL_ all fun and games. It's all spelled out. LGL_ all fun and games.
Yeah, there we go.
You know,
it is on the screen right here.
There you go. All y'all folks watching. No exclamation point. There's no exclamation point at the end of it. So just
true that.
All fun and games.
I can't even because people.
Yeah, I did the exclamation point. It didn't come up.
Put it up.
Must not have been y'all fam.
Yeah, y'all fake. Yeah,
right.
Get out of here. So there's that.
I'm gonna just let my phone ding off real quick as y'all go ahead and follow.
What
so I appreciate
that. Even mean? What does
let my phone ding off, and just like the Cash App was dinging off last week.
Oh, okay. Is that what it was?
Yeah, man.
Games. All right,
content coming as the weeks unfold.
Hey, and we appreciate y'all day ones and A1s. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, man.
All
right, fam.
All right, for the rest of y'all be safe, man. Tell somebody about the show. We do things. All right, be safe. That's it.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad official.